quarter underway from the city in the sky. We are coming to you from Antipolo City. This is the PBA Commissioner's Cup on Signal TV and Hyper Channel 130. The PBA brought to you in high definition. Just a 1-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen, 18-17 against the Bl4ckw4t3r Elite. Velasquez calling the action with Carlo Pamintuan, who will tell us what went on in the first 12 minutes.
It was a tale of two attacks for the two teams. It was a fast break attack of the Bl4ckw4t3r Elite, and it was offensive rebounding and second chance points for the San Miguel Beermen. And see if the trend continues here in the second quarter.
Rep on the pinch post. Back out for more space. Oh, travel. You see what Wilkerson is doing. He's pushing Rep outside of his comfort zone so he can attack, get back down. He has to create off the bounce.
It's obvious that Rep is not used to playing the 4 or 5 position. He is a 3, maybe in the state, so he is more in tune to that driving game.
Santos for 3. Three-pointer still not falling for San Miguel Beer.
But everything fell against Global Port, so it's drying up for them, at least in the first 13 minutes of this game.
Arthur de la Cruz against Chris Lutz. Uses the Boy Adam screen. Ooh, active hands by Rafi Reyes, and Arthur de la Cruz converts.
The first shot of Arthur de la Cruz was a really bad one because it was a forced triple early in the shot clock, but he stayed with the play and he got lucky.
They'll hop in the post now against Poyera. Yancy to Cabagnot. The lefty delivers.
Finally, the San Miguel Beermen hit a triple as they lead 21-19.
Reyes still at quarterback for the Bl4ckw4t3r Elite.
Foul is on number 3, Chris Lutz.
Foul whistled on Chris Lutz. Albert Vosotros and James Sena coming in for Rafi Reyes and Boy Eram.
Very interesting. Still no Mike Cortez for Bl4ckw4t3r. We will ask our courtside reporter to check up on him.
Rep with a jump shot. So Rep, aside from his throwdown earlier, still hasn't had those high percentage shots which he usually gets.
Well, he's not getting the ball in spots where he's comfortable. Unlike this guy, Chris Lutz, who announces his entry into this game with the basket.
(23-19). Under 10 minutes remaining. Here's the second. Camalita, never gun shy, and puts the ball away.
Camalita barely played in their last game against Star, but you want to see him aggressive. He's a decent shooter from the outside.
Cabagnot inside to Tyler Wilkerson, triple team, and Rep controls the rebound. Arthur de la Cruz trying to cross up Arwin Santos. Just couldn't score off the glass.
Wilkerson will be called for the loose ball foul as he pushed.
Loose ball foul,
He went up with that rebound.
This is going to be an important lesson for Arthur de la Cruz as he matches up with Arwin Santos. Both guys played the 4 back in college, and now both can also slide down to the 3 when needed. Here's Vosotros with a fadeaway. Oh, and puts the ball away.
You know, this guy can torch the net at any point. He's not getting a lot of opportunities for Bl4ckw4t3r, but he is a pure shooter.
Product of De La Salle University. As Cabagnot misses the long distance shot, Santos takes it closer and drains the jump shot.
Just had the report that Mike Cortez might not play this game because he is suffering from the flu virus.
Although we do know a certain number 23 in Chicago as Wilkerson rises and rejects the shot. Wilkerson this time doing it defensively as he earns a well-earned trip to the bench for a rest. Wilkerson, get up there.
He timed it perfectly. And J-Red already left before him, but showing his explosive jumping ability to swat that shot away.
Gamalinda against a smaller Cabagnot. Santos is, or rather Fajardo is there to help, and Santos is the rebound. Beerman got a stop. Let's see if they can get a score in this possession. Good steal by MJ Red, playing the pass. Oh, Lassiter counter steal. They go inside to Cabagnot. Couldn't score. Battle for the ball, won by the Elite. Sena pushes forward to Red. Arthur de la Cruz. Second shot opportunity for Bam Bam Gamalinda.
Helter-skelter basketball from our two teams, with Bam Gamalinda finishing with his 5th point of the match.
Blackwater back up by 1. 26-25. We've seen several lead changes in this game. Fajardo was fouled.
Foul is on number 21.
Good steal. His defender MJ Red. Bam Gamalinda could not do anything else to stop that shot with a foul.
You know, we talked about the different styles and different points of attack for both the Beermen and the Blackwater League. How about what they're trying to do defensively? But before you answer that, Carlo Pamintuan, a steady start for the reigning MVP.
He's not getting the same numbers that he was in the Philippine Cup, but it doesn't matter for them. That's why they have a high-scoring import. Junmar Fajardo will nurse his knee back into perfect health, and then when they need him to dominate, I'm sure he will be very capable of doing so.
MJ Red driving against Gabby Espinas, but that's an offensive foul.
That's a very good read from Gabby Espinas. MJ Red really likes going to his right, and Espinas met him there, sold the call, and that would be Red's 2nd personal foul.
Again, we were talking about defensive plays for both teams. The Blackwater League looking to force a lot of turnovers and score from them. Here's Fajardo from outside. Gets it to Lassiter. Marshall. He was fouled by a Blackwater defender.
Sena not giving him enough space. They're extending his leg a little bit. Will be called for that foul.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Fajardo against Sena. So as soon as he puts the ball in the floor, the double was there. Cabagnot recovers. Pull up jumper is good.
Arthur de la Cruz was already trying to leak out of that play. He wasn't even sure if they will complete the steal. As a result, Cabagnot gets an easy jumper.
Red this time, deep in the post. Oh, but denied by Fajardo, but there was a foul.
I think Gabby Espinas will be called for that foul. Fajardo wanting to clean up top. We look at the post-up move shown by MJ Red. 2 defenders on him, but Espinas got a bit of arm. Red will have to earn those 2 points from the free throw line.
I think that's the first really deep post position for MJ Red in this game. Without Tyler Wilkerson on the floor, who was pushing him outside.
But you know, it's kind of an awkward thing for him to post up because it's not his main skill. It's not his moneymaker. He likes getting the ball from the three-point line and driving. But it's something that he has to learn here in the PBA because they need him to be a presence in the shaded area.
The Elite down by 1. Almost at the halfway mark here in the first half. Espinas found an open lane but could not convert. Arthur de la Cruz this time setting the table for the Elite. They go back down low to MJ Red. Lefty versus lefty. Fajardo immediately there to help, and there's another foul.
That will go to Gabby Espinas once more. I think extended his leg a little bit.
Shooting 2, MJ Red.
MJ Red had his best game the last time for the Blackwater Beat. 30 points, 21 boards.
They they were soundly beaten by the Star Hotshots, 122 to 103, because everyone else struggled. I mean, he got his points, and even Carlo Lastimosa got his 20, but they did not get a lot from Arthur De La Cruz and Real Cervantes. You know, could score in double-digit points.
Also didn't help that they allowed 60% shooting from downtown from the Star Hotshots. So defensive adjustments, major key for victory. As Fajardo, good move, catch and shoot for the big man. Two-point lead for San Miguel Beer. Rep, crossover, kick out, Sena almost lost the basketball, and rebound controlled by Cabagnot. Bierman on the run. Lutz taking it back, looking to work against Arthur De La Cruz. Drives left, lays it up right, it is.
Sometimes you forget that Chris Lutz can do those things. You know, sometimes he would settle for jumpers, but in that play, he went strong to the hoop and finished with a beautiful layup.
Just a few seasons ago, Lutz was actually the leading local scorer of this squad. Sotros misses that one. One of the meanest and slickest crossovers in the league. Cabagnot getting to work. Flung it up there and missed that one. Running game in full effect for the Blackwater Elite.
When you have someone like Junmar Fajardo defending your every move, you need to speed the game up, and that's exactly where Blackwater is getting a majority of their points.
And Austria wants to re-strategize. His team up by just a single field goal, 33 to 31.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's our schedule for the PBA D-League S4n Cup this coming Thursday, tomorrow, March 3, at the United Sports Arena in Boston City. Our first game at 2 p.m., AMA University versus UPQRS Champ Liner. And at 4 p.m., it will be the Catholic France Vapors versus Phoenix.
Bring the ball out of bounds here. Okay. Stay here. Junmar, stay here. Stay here. Marcio, stay here. Okay, lalabas dito. Tyler. Up. Okay, pass the ball. Listen. Screen. Nothing happened. Get out here. Okay? So Junmar will get the ball here.
Just a two-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen, 33 to 31 against the Blackwater Elite. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Inara Center inside Antipolo City. You're watching, of course, the PBA in high definition on Single TV channel 198 and Hyper channel 130. It's a close game here. A little low scoring a bit.
I think that favors the Blackwater Elite, because if you're sticking to an offensive powerhouse like the San Miguel Beermen, you want it to be as close as possible. And to add to that, Carlo Lastimosa has only scored 4 points in this game.
Tyler Wilkerson, the leading the shot count. You can be heard with shot. This visit sports5.ph. Look for the shout tab or column and vote yes to their shot profile. Lassiter short on the 3. I don't think he's hit one so far in the game. This time he tries to drive against the smaller Vosotros and will troop to the line.
His eyes lit up when he saw that he was only up against Almond Vosotros, but he will not be given 2 free throws. He said, referee said that he was not yet in the act of shooting.
Just a sideline inbound. Check that. Tyler Wilkerson back in the game. Ross posting up Vosotros. Wilkerson from downtown. Deliver!
That's a dangerous game. Play for the Blackwater Elite, doubling up on Chris Ross and leaving Wilkerson wide open for his first triple of the game.
5-point advantage now for San Miguel Beer. Sena drawing Fajardo out. Cervantes looking to operate against Marshall Lassiter. Real, trying to drive baseline. Lassiter disturbing his every move. And it's an offensive foul on Real Cervantes.
Too aggressive on that play because he thought he had a good matchup against a smaller Marshall Lassiter. The problem again remains for Blackwater. They're not passing to each other. Everyone's trying to go one-on-one.
Ross again, post up play. Dish out to Wilkerson. Back-to-back hits for three.
So this guy only needs to hit one shot from the outside before he explodes. He was empty from the three-point area in the first quarter, but hits two in rapid succession here.
Aranya now defending Real Cervantes. Quick move, baseline. Real is blocked.
8.6 seconds on the shot clock.
So the Elite will retain possession. As you take a look at Tyler Wilkerson, hot-handed, cold-blooded.
Jared did everything he could to bother that shot. Wilkerson got just enough space to put it down.
Reyes, pull up. It's a back iron, the tap, and controlled by the speedy Rafi Reyes. Just to see fresh 14. Lastimosa trying to get back into the scoring act.
Lastimosa is now 2 of 9 from the field.
Fajardo. 1-on-1 against Eram, and the Kraken will score.
That's too sleek from the Kraken, moving to his backing Eram down, spinning to his left and finishing with the left hand.
Using the rim actually as an additional protector. Finishing with that left-handed reverse. Eram from long range gets the 2 points back.
They'll need those because one, he can put them down. Second is, even if he does not, it takes Junmar Fajardo away from the paint, which will give their slashes more room to operate.
Ross this time against Rafi Reyes. Other side, Lassiter. Still could not convert. Oh, look at Real control that. Lassiter breaking up the transition play. The San Miguel Beermen still with the advantage, 41-33 here in the second quarter.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is PBA T-shirt toss time. And these shirts are brought to us by Sport, our official wireless partner. Sino me gusta the T-shirt?
Okay. Sideline 2. Okay, Real. Real. Oh, Real inbounder. Okay, Real inbounder. Okay, set screen. Go, reverse. Hold up. Okay, Real. Okay, post. Okay, no more curl. Okay, stay. Stay. Real, make the move. Again. Sideline 2, Sideline 2. Okay, set screen. Okay, reverse. Turn, close, make your move. Make your move.
Taking a look at Tyler Wilkerson, looking to do some damage from downtown, just like what he did the last time out for the San Miguel Beermen.
Offensive rebounding worked for him in the first quarter. Now he's slowly heating up from the outside. 2 triples already for Wilkerson. He hit 8 from there in their last game against Global Port.
Look at his numbers already with a double-double in the first half.
16 points and 13 rebounds.
Cervantes trying to post up Aranya. Quick double by Fajardo. MJ Rett with an easy 2.
That was a gorgeous play coming from Coach Leo Isaac. Cervantes getting the double team. Passing it off to Eram before Rett finishes down low.
Lastimosa doubles down on Fajardo. Wilkerson again.
We were talking about it earlier. This guy only needs to hit 1. Now he has hit 3 straight for a 44-35 advantage for the Beermen.
Cervantes from long range. Gonna knock it down. San Miguel now speeding up the game. Fajardo walks into his shot. Aranya working hard underneath. Junmar gets it back. An entrance denied. Lastimosa directing this fast break. Oh, denied. But Red is there.
J. Red trailing Lastimosa in that play. Wilkerson not able to go down on defense. Easy set of 2 points for Blackwater.
Blackwater just attacks in waves. As Wilkerson couldn't bank that one in. If the first attacker can't take it, the second, the third will maybe get it for you. As there's a meeting and a collision in midair, there is a foul.
Well, Lastimosa learned from the first attack he did against Ryan Aranya. The first one he tried to go up for an easy layup. It was blocked. Now he readjusted his body mid-air, waited for the contact, and baited for the foul.
As you mentioned, not the best start percentage-wise for Carlo Lastimosa, but if you're a scorer, you don't think about the percentages too much. You just keep firing and hope that it falls.
That's his 5th and 6th points of the game. 2 of 10 from the field. But again, as you said, you don't care if you're Carlo Lastimosa. You know that your team needs you to put points, and you can try to get them from everywhere you can.
And it also has to be a good sign that they are hanging tough, down just 39 to 44 with 25.8 remaining. And they're getting contributions not just from Lastimosa and Brett, but from other guys as well, like Bam Camanitas was scoring, Rafi Reyes as well.
And their import isn't even playing one of his better games, but they're just 5 points behind the strong Beermen, and whose import already has a double-double with 16 points and 13 rebounds.
Hey, if you're not doing anything in the area, just come on down here at the Inauna Sports Center and cheer for your favorite teams. Halftime, it'll be Sports 360 Blitz with Erica Padilla, teaching you the lowdown on what's happening in the world of sports. But in the meantime, San Miguel Beer hoping for an emphatic end to the first half. They still hold the advantage. 2-second difference between game and shot clock. Ross with the basketball. Finds Wilkerson. Bahatos this time with a second chance point.
Just too big and too strong for everyone else.
3 seconds left. Lastimosa hurrying. Eram recovers, flings it. And that will take us into halftime. A 46-39 lead for the San Miguel Beermen, working hard and getting second chance opportunities and looking to keep the driver's seat in this matchup. We will break down the story of the stats when we come back.
With 19 points, Jumar Fajardo up there with him with 12 points for the Blackwater Elite. They're getting the numbers from MJ Red, but still, they need more input from their locals. Bam Gamalinda has been scoring very well off the bench with 7 points. They need Carlo Lastimosa to step up his game. Only 2 of 10 from the field for the high-scoring Lastimosa, who's averaging 27 points per game. So he needs to step up in the second half.
As we begin the third quarter, what's the primary thing that you'd like to see from both teams? Let's go to the Blackwater Elite first.
They need rebounding. So far, the Beermen have been dominant, 35 to 26 in that department. For the Beermen, they just have to do their usual. Make sure that you get various contributions from your 5 on the floor.
Handoff for Marshall Lassiter. Arwin Santos is wide open.